Hello, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful episode of the Pet Love and Healing Show. My name is Katherine O'Shea. I am so delighted to come to you from Colorado. I am a Tao Healing Practitioner as well as an animal communication specialist. And so I like to come on live every week for the Pet Love Show and share some love and a little bit about what I do using pet communication and some of the tools that I have as a practitioner. When we put them together, they can create a beautiful experience and facilitate a lot of positive shifts for animals and their human companions. This can be anything from emotional to physical, relationship, um, any health condition, really anything. And it's amazing whenever I do a session with somebody or even on the shows, right? People have written to me who've watched it and said, wow, I walked through the practices with you. I did it. And I do feel more connected to my animal companion, which who doesn't want that? So I want to welcome all of you and thank you so much for joining. I know we'll get a live audience going here in just a moment. We went live. Hi, welcome. We went live a little bit later than we wanted to. We were figuring out the technology because I have a very special guest with me today. Um, her name is Ginny, and I'll bring her on in a little bit. But she is really amazing. We actually just, hi, Nancy, and Frenchie, Frenchie the poodle. We recently met and we're in the same community in Fort Collins, Colorado. And I was really called to go to her store and we connected and I'm very excited that we're going to be doing some stuff together. Her passion for the animals and just her thinking outside of the box in that connection really spoke to me. And I know it'll speak to you too. She has a very special friend with her today that she's going to bring on her dog Curry. We're going to do some communication demos and see what he has to say for all of us, and also see how we can support him. So it's going to be a very exciting show. And thank you all for joining. I know I was gone for a couple weeks, but we're back. Sometimes that happens. Hi, Princess Jillian and Buddha and Betsy, of course, the bunnies. So get ready for a beautiful show. I think we can just take a moment to connect to our animal companions, to prepare ourselves, to invite our guests on. I'm very excited to have them join us. So today we might be addressing, hi, Mira and Bella. We're going to be talking about some emotional things, some behaviors, some kind of ways that different dogs can express themselves, as well as ways to help with pain and different things. There's things you can do at home, and there's things that I'm happy to facilitate as well. So let's take a moment to all connect here and just to invite our guests. We'll take a moment. Hi, Daniela. Hi, Pebbles. Welcome. So take a moment to share this too, because it's going to be very exciting. I'm very excited about what Ginny has to share and also what Curry will share with us. I've been excited all week. So I'm going to put one hand on my heart and one hand on my lower abdomen and just take a moment. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Or for our friends in Australia, happy Thursday. Just take a moment to take some breaths. Connect, visualize maybe the beautiful sunlight. It's springtime here, so any light and warmth I'm so excited about. So visualize this light just pouring into your being. Connect to whatever you connect to as a source of love and light in your heart. Breathing it in, letting go of anything that's not serving you in this moment, to be as present as you'd like. Hi, Joanne and Angel Momo. Welcome. So now let's connect to our animal companions and just think of them. If they're with you, you can look at them and connect to them. Think of their love. Share your gratitude from your heart for all that they do, including all that we don't even know they're doing for us. And we're going to invite them to join us in this connection. And we do this by the soul power, which I learned from a beautiful humanitarian and healer and teacher. And I love using this technique. So you can all follow along with me if you'd like to try it. It's amazing, actually. If you start practicing with this technique, I'm teaching a class right now called Deepening Your Connection with Your Animal Companion. And people are starting to use this practice. Everyone in the class are starting to use this way to connect to their animals. And I'm getting all these amazing messages of like, wow, the depth of the connection and the subtle shifts and everything that's starting to happen, the closeness you feel, the empowerment to actually connect, to make that soul connection, which the animals are just brilliant at showing us exists, right? That moment you just knew that was the one for you. Okay, so we'll say, dear, I'll give you the long version first. This is how I like to say it. Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body. Or you can just say, dear the soul, or just dear. So name your animal companion. We'll say it together. Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of. I have to bring our special guest on because she's doing this with her dog and it's so cute. This is Ginny. We'll have her jump right in here so you can all see her doing this with her sweet companions. Dear the soul, heart, mind, body of, and you name your animal companion.
Of Curry.
I love you.
I love you.
Honor you.
Honor you.
And appreciate you.
And appreciate you.
Please come and join us heart to heart.
Please come and join us heart to heart. Am I supposed to repeat you?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I just kind of threw you in the fire.
Yeah, I was like, all right, let's do this.
Please come and join us and follow along so that you can receive the benefits. Please receive my love and gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wonder if we do this, if you can, there we go. Now we can see you guys better. And now we're just gonna sing a little song. It's the Love, Peace, Harmony song. I love using this song, and the animals usually just love it so much because of their amazing ability to communicate through frequency and vibration. Okay, Curry, are you ready? I'm gonna sing it to you. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, la, lee. Lula, lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. How yay!
Yeah, buddy.
Did you feel like any shift? I saw Were you wiping your eyes?
Yeah, I get very emotional when I think about all the love I have for this guy and how much he
Aww.
gives me.
So beautiful. So let me introduce our beloved guest. Her name is Ginny, and she is one of my new favorite people. We haven't spent too much time together, but you know, when you just feel that connection and all that she's doing for the animals and her heart, it's just so, so beautiful. So thank you, Ginny, for joining us. And thank you, Curry, for joining us as well. Maybe,
Yeah.
Ginny, you can share a little bit, just you kind of, say hi and let us know about maybe your story, your journey with the animals, however you want to share, and also anything you want to share about your relationship with Curry. And then we're going to do some and how we can serve him, maybe any questions you have, and then we'll get into it and we'll do the reading and see what comes through.
Excellent. So I've always had a very deep connection with animals. You know, I've spent my entire childhood saving kittens, saving ducks, playing with the dogs instead of my cousins. But basically, I've always wanted to heal animals and help them. I wanted to be a veterinarian. And then I was to become a dog massage therapist. And Curry was my first client. He is a very active boy who loves to hike. And we always spent a lot of time bonding and communicating out in nature. And I wanted to make sure that his body was taken care of with all the extra work and impact he was doing out on the mountains. So I have a lot of clients where we massage and they definitely tell you like, ouch, I hurt, or they say thank you to me for giving them that comfort with massage. Wagz Pet Market and Grooming Salon. We connect with animals in the grooming salon as well, telling them to relax. It's okay. We're just trying to help you feel better, make you feel fresh, get rid of your matting. So there's a lot of connection there. And you know, with animals too, we want to make sure that they live their best life by providing them healthy treats and a good nutrition, good diet. And we want them to have a really fun experience with their parents coming into the shop. So there's a little bit about what I do. And yeah, I mean, Curry.
Yeah, I love it. I just wanted to say that, like, for any of you in Colorado or near Fort Collins, or if any of you find yourself somehow in Fort Collins, Colorado at some point, or, you can just take a look and give some love to this store online as well. I think I have the website up here. Um, It's amazing. I walked in there and I was like, I need to know, like, who's in charge of this? What's happening? It's a really cool store. There's a lot of like really good tools as I was walking through and I was noticing all the choices and the different things. And even my little dog walked in to your store, which if he can smell that another dog's around, or, he's very timid. But he was like, yeah, let's check this place out. So I'm so happy to be in touch with you. Do you want to share a little bit about your connection, or what you're wanting to know about, or anything that you have questions about from Curry?
So Curry, he just sometimes gets like really sad and mopey, and he'll go distance himself and like isolate himself in the room, or he'll lay under the bed and he'll just be like, I want nothing to do with anybody. I don't want to cuddle. I don't want to be around the other animals. He just wants his space. You can see it in his eyes sometimes when he gets really sad. Like he's a hound, so it's like, and then he like kind of pouts, and he's great with other animals, but when they're in his home, he gets a little stressed, and he doesn't really want to share his space. It could be from a negative foster experience we had for about 7 months that might have given him some like a triggered response now. So I guess I am curious about why he gets so sad and mopey. What does he need more from me? Do we need more time together? Because I'm a very busy lady. Does he need more hikes and adventures? I mean, I'm just really curious as to what he might need from me that I haven't provided, or something that makes him uncomfortable I haven't really seen.
Great. Yeah, those are all just amazing questions and things to ask. So we are going to take a moment. I think we want to know, like, maybe what the root cause is, or what creates that for him, if he's whatever information he wants to share, right? And what he needs, and how you can help him, and just see what message he's preparing. What messages I don't want to be in the screen because then you can't see him, but um, what messages he has for us. So we're going to do a little, and what he needs, what you can do for him, but also what can I do for him as a practitioner? What blessings can I offer him? How can I help him? Because how this works really is when he can come through. And for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, I do animal communication, and I do this using my spiritual channels. So I have been able to communicate with animals. Ginny is sharing her ability to also be in that communication and that intuitive, right, knowing and feeling. And I think many of you out there can connect to that. I think a lot of people who are watching and a lot of people who love animals have that connection. And sometimes it's hard to step into the trust of knowing, like, yes, that is actually what's happening. And when I got put on my own healing journey in my 20s, as I started to heal more deeply my body and what was happening for me, um, the ability to connect and receive messages just got so much sharper and clearer. And I received a lot of help and support from my community and healers and teachers and all kinds of things. And people all around me were telling me, like, this is what you need to do. And I was just kind of like, okay. I think Ginny and I when we were connecting, we met for coffee once. And you can connect to that calling that you feel sometimes, and how it's just like the things that need to come around just come around, right? So this is what happened for me. So as I connect on the level of heart and soul, that level that we can't always see, right? We might not be able to see, but it's that same level where, like, when you think of someone and they call you, I mean, that's happened to everyone, I think. And when you see your animal and just know that, like, they are the one who needs to come home with you, or you just feel something special, or you almost feel like you recognize. Have you ever met someone and you feel like they're your best friend, but you've known them for like 3 seconds? So we do have a way of connecting and communicating to one another that we can't quite explain all the time. And how I see it is like there's these fields of information and frequency and vibration in our soul, our spirit, and we're in constant communication, really, in this way. So what I do is I just try to get as clear as I can and connect to the spirit and the message and the field of beloved Curry, and see what he wants to share with us, and see what he has to say. And then when we offer the blessing, that will actually help him to uplift the field of whatever it is going on for him, whether it's his emotional body or an organ, or however, a memory, whatever happened to him before he got to Ginny, or while you had your guest, your foster. So we'll see. Okay. I don't want to stall anymore, but I'm just excited. All right. So Ginny, you take a moment, and if you're okay, I might mute you while I do it because I feel like there's a little feedback, which is fine. And that way you can relax and just enjoy the message. So I'll guide you. Yeah. And Curry also. And everybody, Curry's going to offer us all a message. So everybody, thank you, Randy Lou. And just close your eyes. Yeah, and you can connect to him however you want, Ginny. If you want to touch him, or you don't have to close your eyes. But just make that heart connection. Everybody send Curry lots of love. Ready, go. Oh! And I'm going to connect to him and I'm going to say, Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of Curry, I love you so much. I honor you and appreciate you. Please offer us all messages and any information and wisdom and guidance related to your emotional health, your physical health, and anything else that you would like to share with Ginny and us at this time. We are so grateful. Thank you. So I'm going to go quiet for a moment. And when the message comes out, I'll say the word how, which means perfect. And I didn't explain this, but the ways I communicate is he'll probably just speak with my voice. He'll send his message through my voice. Also, he might show me things in like a mind's eye, a third eye, spiritual eye. And I'll also just get a knowing. And sometimes I hear. So those are the ways. Okay, Curry. Dearest one, this is a message from the one you call Curry. I love you with all of my heart and soul. We have had some interesting times together in this life. I have learned many things from your heart, and you have learned from mine. What I want to share with you first is the purity of Ginny's heart has healed me in many ways that I could not have dreamed. I would be much more anxious and emotionally ungrounded if I was with anyone else. She is my person. And he's showing me a 7. Is he 7 years old? Yeah, okay. My sadness comes from a few different places. The first is it was very difficult and emotional for me to be taken from my dog mom. There are times where I miss her and just like to sit on my own and connect with her on the soul level, to her love. You can help me with this by calling her heart and soul to connect with me. I would like to receive support with this so I can be at peace. It is because I feel responsible for taking care of my dog mom. and I was not able to do so. Although I am only happy with the way my life turned out, I do carry some sadness about this. I also feel the sadness of the world around me and the animals. I wish there was more that I could do. There is a loneliness in the world that I feel deeply connected to at times. I love my life and the life that Ginny has created. I know that the animals that are in my family love me very much, and I love them. And for some reason now he's showing me like dog peanut butter. I don't know if you give them that, but he's just showing me this like peanut butter brings us together. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do.
Peanut butter.
Do you give them peanut butter?
What?
Do you have a jar? Yeah.
I do. I always, when I get to the end of the jar, I put it in the freezer, and then he likes to lick out the leftovers. I didn't know.
He was just showing this jar of peanut butter. And...
Yep. He loves it.
Oh, that's how loved he is. See, he was just connecting that for us. Yeah, he knows he's loved because he gets the jar of peanut butter. I don't know many people who do that.
It's a great
tool. Yeah, that is a good tool. Dearest, my beloved Ginny, what I want to share with you is that you are just beginning, not to get discouraged or overwhelmed. Your journey to helping the animals started long ago and will continue in extraordinary ways you cannot even imagine. Be compassionate with yourself. Whatever guilt you feel for not being at home or being busy, we collectively, as an animal family, would like for you to let that go. You are helping so many animals, and you are building your connection and life in this way. We are so grateful to be a part of it. I would like to play ball a little more in the way that I do it, which is unique. And I love to go on hikes, but even just sitting in nature feels very good to me. It's what we do together, and it helps me release the emotions and other things I pick up from humanity. I heard him say, "You're my best friend." Oh.
He's so...
And I know you wanted to ask him if he's in any pain. Thank you, Curry, for your message. So
yes, thank you, Curry.
He's not calling it pain,
Mm-hmm.
but right now he says it's like usually okay. So between a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most, 1 being the least. He says sometimes it's a 2 and sometimes it's a 4. Yeah, so whatever you're doing is helping.
Mm-hmm.
All the things you were doing is helping him. Because I'm hearing it could be much worse actually.
Mm-hmm.
But everything you're doing is helping him. And does he have tender paws?
He does.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what he's showing me. That's actually where some of the pain is sometimes.
Okay.
Um, do you put like coconut oil or something on them?
I've been meaning to. We used to do a lot of Paw Wax, and I'm just gonna have to get some more, which we
Yeah.
sell in the store. I mean, very simple for you.
Yeah,
Try
great.
it
So
out.
for all of you, I love this. I'm just going to send people to you for all the
Right?
suggestions. Because he was showing me, is it white?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a white waxy.
Yeah, so that's what he was showing me, and I just interpreted it as coconut oil.
Mm-hmm.
Putting that on his palms, he would like that.
Okay.
It's almost like a nervy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, they're just sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
They've
He
always
hates
been like that, huh?
always. I mean, the moment I brought him home at 8 weeks old, from the shelter, he was in a humane society, which
Aw,
his mom was separated for their weaning, and there was a litter of 11 puppies, and his mom was constantly crying.
that's
And
why.
he was always the first one in the yard to go to her out of all the litter. So it really means a lot that he was saying that.
Yeah, he wanted to
Um,
help her. He's like, I need to take care of my mom.
and he would get really anxious about it too. So that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, he's never liked his paws touched, and he hates nail trims. No matter what we do, even like touching his paws as a little puppy, has always hated it.
Yeah, to get him used to it. Yeah, he's like, no.
So we're a little stuck with that, but we can do paw wax to help with dryness to start. We can work on some massaging around his paws when he's in a relaxed state.
So also he likes his ears to be massaged.
Mm-hmm.
And he's telling me
Loves
that
it.
that helps his legs.
Okay.
So maybe it just creates that release for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about reflexology or anything in the animals like ears, what that could be connected to, right? I don't know that. If anyone watching knows, let us know.
Yeah.
um,
I have a book at home of reflexology, so I'm gonna look into that. I'm very curious.
yeah, do
Yeah.
that. Do
Yeah.
that and let us know. Let me know. I would be interested to know. And then does his hair get matted near his bottom?
He doesn't really get mats. He's kind of got like a Labrador coat, so it sheds a lot.
Okay. So what is it if it's maybe it gets dry right there? Maybe
Around
just look at it and see it. Just yeah, he's just showing me that it's like a little irritated and you can't quite get to it sometimes. It could just be change of the seasons or yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but all like so what I'm doing is I'm closing my eyes and I'm asking him to show me himself and spiritually and he'll show me what looks like it needs the support and then he's telling me but his organs and everything are very shiny
Mm-hmm.
and very light filled and healthy. Does he have any health issues that you were curious about? No, he looks
He does have some soreness in his hips, his around his legs. He loves fetch, as he showed you. He loves ball. So he's been really hard on jumping onto them. So yeah, we do a lot of joint supplement and support and do a lot of massage in that area. So I always wonder if he's in worse condition than he acts like he is.
no, I think he would be in worse condition if you weren't doing all those things for him. He's so lucky. He knows how loved he is. So everybody in Colorado, come get your dog massage from Jenny. I'm really seeing that it's helped so much for him, and all your love and the pureness of your heart. Does he play ball in a funny way?
Yeah, he goes
He's
all.
like, I don't just want to get it and bring it back. I do my whole thing.
He loves frisbee. He was in a frisbee league as well.
Oh, wow.
So any kind of fetch, he's like all down. And he likes to catch it in the air, whether it's a ball or a frisbee. So he's jumping really high and coming down hard. And he's a large breed, so it looks like it's painful. But he has the time of his life, so.
Yeah, that's the thing sometimes with animals. It's like the joy just takes the pain away. That's what he's saying. He's like, I'm having so much fun. I'm not even noticing.
Yeah, and I see that a lot with a lot of clients. They don't recognize that their dog is sore until I get there and kind of show them some stuff. And they go, oh, my dog's really healthy. They're healthy, but they do have a little bit of tightness right here, and I'll just be careful. But yeah, so they really like to hide that from us sometimes.
Oh, yeah, it's true. And in terms of his sad and mopiness and isolating, that's what he told us was about his mom. So I feel like we should do some help support him in this right now. And we'll do a little practice, and I'll teach you how you can actually connect him to the love of his mother. For some reason, for whatever reason, he felt really responsible to like take care of her. And now that you're saying she was crying and separated, then that makes sense, right? Because she's saying, he's like, I was my job to go do that, and I couldn't go do that, so he was just feeling that. So we'll see. We'll do some practices. We'll give him a blessing. We can give him a blessing for his paws too. And his overall joint health. And you'll have to report back to us and see if anything shifts.
Definitely.
Anything else about how that reading felt for you?
For me? Sorry, we were cutting out a little bit, but I think you asked how it felt for me.
Yeah.
And, I do a lot of spiritual work with myself and a lot of energy. So I receive it really well. So I just was filled with love and emotion and just support from him, and I've always known that I feel guilty when I'm, we all do, or, oh, I've been gone all day. I've been so busy this week. I just want to, they probably hate me, and you try to like do as best you can. And, that message is that we are all doing our best, and the dogs appreciate it. And
yeah, they're really proud of you. They're like, our mommy goes out and helps all the animals.
Like, and they the fact that he recognizes that is wonderful. He hates feeling left out, and so just reflecting on how he wanted to help his mom, he's always wanting to help the dogs that walk in the store, or if there's a dog crying in the neighbor's yard, he's like full intent, like, what's going on, and he'll start whining. So I think maybe me and him are just like super similar. We want to help a lot of animals and people, and we get a little sad when we can't, or when we feel like we can't. So that definitely strengthens our relationship.
And I think that ties nicely into the message he had for you, which was, you're just beginning.
Definitely.
So just be compassionate with yourself and know that you're probably making way more of a difference than you have any idea. And you'll get there, and it will be beyond your imagination. I love that.
Yeah, it really is tying together quite beautifully.
Yeah. So let's do a little practice. I want to also empower people to, guilt is a natural thing for, I think, any human companion of an animal to feel. And also, like, if you're a human, if you're a mom or, um, because of the unique way, now Ginny has a very strong connection with Curry, and many of you probably do also with your animal companions. But we don't always know exactly what they need or exactly how they feel. Like if you could hear him say, "No, I'm fine. I just missed you, and I'm happy to see you." I love what you're doing. I'm so proud of you. But it's a unique relationship because the bond and the unconditional love is so deep. But we don't always know if we just want to serve them as well as they're serving us, and we don't know if that's what's happening or not. So sometimes we can start to feel guilty, and which is a natural thing. But it's really good to help ourselves self clear that, because we don't really want that feeling and that lower vibration and lower emotion to be involved in our connection with them. It would be great if we could, help ourselves to clear that. And I think it helps when we kind of work on releasing that and raising that and letting go, because they don't want us to feel guilty. They really don't. So if we can help let that go, then even when they're gone, it makes a difference. Like we connect to them even after they've transitioned in a different way, when we can really not have that guilt in our field and on our hearts. It can be quite a weight for a lot of people. Again, it's very natural, but it's not wrong. It's just nice to be conscious about really allowing ourselves to let that go and not have it interfere in our connection with our animals. So we're going to do a little practice about that, and then we're going to guide Curry. Are you okay on time, Ginny? Yeah, okay. We're going to guide Curry in a little practice with his mom. I'll see if I can do it all at the same time. Oh, hi, Jorge. Oh, thank you. So we'll see if we can then also give a blessing to beloved Curry. Let me just check and see. Let's do the practice first. So when we do the forgiveness practice, when we sing love, peace, harmony, the reason I like it is because it creates that higher vibrational field. What's happening is actually we're self-clearing. It's a good way to release and self-clear, right? The negative self-talk and messages, all those things that can actually weigh on us and create different things in our lives. Emotionally, it can be in our relationships, it can actually affect how we're responding and connecting to the whole world, and are also loving ourselves, which is very important. And that's also a thing that Curry is here to teach you, I just heard, is to really, really, truly love yourself very deeply. And you're doing a great job. Okay. So you can just silently repeat after me, and everybody can do this. So we're going to ask all of our, remember in the beginning, we asked all our animal companions to repeat after us, to follow along so they can receive the benefits. Okay. So dear Curry, and the soul of Curry's mom, his dog mom in this lifetime, and all of his siblings. And we're going to also connect to whoever was in charge of keeping them together or separating them, or just whatever that situation is. We humbly ask you to please come and connect, and if you'd like to, please follow along in this practice. Okay. So Curry's going to be following along, and we can say, dear, let's all do a practice with our moms. Okay, so dear my mom, so Curry's following along, and all of my siblings and my family members, and all souls who I have ever shared negative information, energy, or matter for. And you can all close your eyes. Put one hand on your heart if you want. Including anytime I couldn't help you when I needed to or wanted to, Anytime I wasn't able to be with you when you were hurting. I deeply and sincerely apologize. And I forgive the circumstances and the people involved in separating me from my mother when I was so young. And I forgive anyone who hasn't been able to be there for me in that way, in the moment that I needed to be with my mom or otherwise. I forgive you. And all of the humans, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for all the mistakes that I've made in any way, in any lifetime, including in any way related to, and you can name your companion. I am learning and growing. I love and forgive myself. So I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Breathing in the light into your heart. Really receive this forgiveness. And also let it shine from your heart. So I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive myself unconditionally. Wow. So we did that very briefly, but you can take a moment to do that anytime. Ginny, how did that feel for you? Do you feel more peaceful in your heart?
I do. Yeah, I do feel more peaceful with the help of you and Curry. True that you just have to let go of those feelings sometimes and yeah, be proud of yourself.
And I think what I'm hearing too and being reminded of is it also helps us receive their love.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we look at them and we just feel bad about however we're being, we're not actually receiving their love in a way that we could.
Exactly.
And that's the thing they want us to do.
Right? Yes. Yes. I have always worked on opening my heart chakra.
Yes.
And so Curry's like kind of reminding me of that it's still going to be some work and that it's important for me.
Oh, that's beautiful that you got that message. Yeah. Great. Okay, so let's offer a blessing. And Ginny, you can tune in. And if you feel anything or get any messages, I'd love for you to share.
Okay.
So I'm just going to mute you for a second. And then I'm going to offer the blessing. So I'm getting actually that helped a lot. And I'm seeing his mom, and the whole situation was just uplifted. You know, sometimes we have those negative memories and we can carry them around. And when we take a moment to connect and make that authentic connection on the level of the soul, which we can do with anyone, anytime, anywhere. I just see that connection is different. It's like she's with him in a different way. Oh wow, it's so beautiful. So you have to let us know if that shifts at all. The moping and stuff. There might be more to it, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to offer him a blessing. I'm getting to offer him a blessing for his heart, and then I'll also offer a blessing for his skin. The other thing is that what skin is connected to in the Chinese elements is the metal element, which is also the emotional aspect of the metal element is grief and sadness. So the lungs and the large intestine are also connected to that. So we'll see if any of that shifts. Yeah. And the heart is connected to the emotional aspect of like anxiety and depression. So I'm getting that just to bring in, it's not that he has a heart issue physically, it's just to bring that nourishment into not only his physical heart, his spiritual heart, his emotional heart, all of those aspects, right? Okay. It's okay. He can do whatever he wants. He'll get it. Okay. So the blessing, what it will do, I have a transmission called Tao Healing Hands that will actually, from the source, go out to him and to his heart, and will bring specific source love, frequency and vibration of the love, forgiveness, compassion, and light specifically for him and whatever, the blockages and whatever he needs love and nourishment for. And it will uplift and raise the vibrational field of his heart and release any lower vibration or negative or anxiety, and that it can. Okay. I'm going to sing you a little song. Okay, Curry? I love him. So blessing, everybody close your eyes, and Ginny, you can watch him and stuff if you want, but everybody can receive the splash because the field will come through, the transmission will activate. Blessing for Curry, for his heart, as well as the pads of his feet. Is that how you say that? Yeah. To heal and rejuvenate as appropriate. Blessings start. So I'm just going to sing a little song from my heart. Hi-yo, ya, hi-yo. Hi-yo, ya, hi-yo. Blessing continues silently. And I see that as the light goes into Curry's heart, also Ginny is getting the blessing too. They're so connected and releasing even more of the anxiousness, the busyness. The blessing continues. It's just like this beautiful wave of light. And I see all these like sparkly, diamondy light reflections all in his heart, just going everywhere, just brightening and loving and nourishing. And I see the light going down his spinal column and also in his rib cage. How means perfect. Get well. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, beautiful blessing. Did you experience anything, Ginny?
I did. I felt a lot of calmness. I mean, he's been snoring since you sang to him. He's been just relaxing. And then when he popped up for his blessing, he went and laid down again on the floor, like he just wanted to, enjoy that. I think he was really thoroughly.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Oh, thank you so much, Curry, for coming on and saying hi to us. And thank you so much, Ginny, for all the love and wisdom. I feel like you and I could probably do this again and talk about something more specific and even bring someone else on and combine our wisdom to help our furry friends that we love so, so much. We are going to join together. I'm going to come to your shop.
Yes.
On Monday, April 11th.
Yes.
So for those of you who are in the Fort Collins area, and if you're not, you have time to get there. It's not till Monday the 11th. Drive, fly, and come hang out with us. Come do a little meet and greet. I'm going to be doing some mini readings from 1 to 3 in Mountain Time. Just come and connect and experience it. You can get a message from your animal companion. And then on that Thursday, Ginny is so lovely. She's going to host me to do some sessions. So if you would like to experience a full hour private session in person, which I haven't really been doing because everything's been online, you can come check out her shop. Come check out her shop anyway, but you can come in there on Thursday. You can send me an email if you want. We haven't quite set that part up yet. So if you're wanting to schedule, because there are going to be time slots, you can send me an email so that we make sure we get you on the schedule and work out the details. And if you're not in Colorado and you still want to do a session, you can. You can just check me out. All my services are listed at soullightpetservices.org. And again, giving Ginny and beloved Curry lots and lots of love, and shout out to Wagz. Everyone in Fort Collins loves Wagz. Anytime I mention that store to anyone, they're like, oh my gosh, I love that place. It really is a beautiful place for people to enjoy and explore how to connect and care for and make their pet's life their best life.
Thank you so much for that. Catherine, I had an amazing time here today, and I can't wait to progress our relationship and continue doing what we do for the animals and for humans, because that really goes together, doesn't it?
It does. It's not separate, and I realized that.
Separate.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
definitely not. But yeah, I appreciate you having me on today. It's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. And Curry thanks you as well. I'm sure he told you that.
He's just a happy boy now. He's
a happy boy.
He's such a happy boy. Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Right. Yeah, well, so we'll say bye to Jenny for a minute and then bye, Ginny. And you can hang out for a second if you want to, Ginny, backstage. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Wasn't this lovely? I'm so excited to move forward in a new pet love show way where we have guests and we get to see the animals and connect in a different way. I thank all of you for joining. Thank you to everyone who's ever shared a video of mine or connected me to anyone along the way. I'm so absolutely grateful, and it's so amazing to connect to people like Ginny and all of you who are showing up for their animals in such a special way, who really get this connection and are starting to understand it more and explore it or even open to it at all. So I thank all of you so much. It has been my absolute honor to be with you, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.